Hello ma'am, my name is Elisabeth Morauli Gultom with academic number 200103004N2, and now I will critique some journal with title Foreign Influence Factors Affecting Language Change. Okay, for the first, author's name. There are 5 authors but also have one corresponding authors, namely Bella Shifa Zulfia, Fajaria Nurrahma, Salsabila Yunita, Salwa Zulhijjah, Nanda Mahwan, Ija Supeni. The standard for writing the author's name is correct. There is no pseudonym or abbreviated name because it consists of several authors. The main author's name is at the free front. The first name is the main authors, namely Bella Shifa Zulfia. And then the second, article title. For writing the title, no more than 14 words. They are correct. And the title of the article is clear and appropriate, and the title is effective and understandable, so that by reading the title, the reader can describe the contents of the journal. The third is journal title, with the title is Foreign Influence Factors Affecting Language Change, and the volume number is 5, date 2, month on March 2022, and page number already listed at the end of each page. Now the fourth, problems or issues discussed. The author writes that there are many problems experienced during the communication process, where there are some sentences that cannot be spoken with the mother tongue and must use or borrow a foreign language in his or her explanation and communication. And also the author inserts a quote from Bloomfield in 1933 in his book Influential Language, compared a person's early learning of speech forms from others in the family with the later editions of speech forms from dialects and language with which the individual and group came into contact in cultural borrowing children acquire rather than borrow. The author writes and explains beforehand what language change is and writes down the factors of language change. The author also explains the factors that affect language change. The author includes many references in his explanation and writing. The author also writes about language borrowing and language shift, and in these causes a language shift relate to language change caused by foreign influence, because minority communities will be influenced to change the use of their language and the cope of the community who has language that is different from their mother tongue. Okay, the fifth, objective, purpose, methods, hypothesis, and main conclusions. All are listed in the abstract, but I will explain briefly. So, the author's purpose in writing this journal is that the study aims to determine the influence of foreign language on language change in an area by using the literature review method, and the main conclusion is because foreign influence generate linguistic change, around 85% of them are caused by language borrowing. These foreign influence factors that influences language change appears due to public acceptance of the new language. Okay, for the title of the article is appropriate or correct and clear. It can also be noted that the title is not too long and not too short, so that readers can understand by reading the title. And the title is relevant to the content of the article. And the next, the abstract has represented the contents of the article, including research problems, samples, methodology, finding, and recommendations. And the next, the purpose and identification of the problem is clear in its writing and has been attached to the article. Next, I found no fault with any particular fact or interpretation of the article. The work and references citations are correct. I have confirmed by looking at the references quoted by the author before, and then the sources cited by the author are relevant. the text is correct but still needs to be developed by adding specific examples. There are no quotations to be shortened, but there are some repetition sentences that can be revised or omitted. And then the explanation given by the author in the article is clear. Authors also use update references in their articles, such as having an accurate list of books like journal articles, report, and other media referred to in the Word or Polit and back 2006. They are say that the articles must have accurate list of books like journal articles, report, and other media. And then authors' references search are also useful search for more information, more about the subject being studied. And the last, procedures that have been written by the author are presented in detail so as to allow readers to imitate them. And then the author writes it very clearly that the reader can understand it well. Okay, thank you.